Noah Rodriguez was only 2 at the time, but he thinks about 9/11 as the day the Earth stood still, everyone watching as the Twin Towers burned.
And that was important because there's a level of humility to that. And I don't think that's going to be forgotten as much.
But having lived through the political turmoil of the past 4 years and now COVID-19, this medical student says the attacks were just one of many catastrophic events.
9/11 was just another thing on a whole dumpster fire of things that have happened over our lifetimes.
The attacks on the World Trade Center undoubtedly changed New York City. But for those who were children during 9/11 or born shortly thereafter, there's some ambivalence as the 20th anniversary approaches.
I think most kids, they understand conceptually what happened and they can understand that it was a tragedy, but it's not the same thing as living through it.
For 16-year-old New Yorker Sarah Malik, 9/11 is a secondhand experience, one told to her by her dad, who worked near the Twin Towers. That disconnect is common.
I just think that many of them don't know. It's not that they know, but they don't care. This building in particular is where I lived.
Joan Mastropolo of the 9/11 Tribute Museum says the events and their aftermath can become real for younger generations when they hear the stories of survivors.
I mean, when I tell them what I saw, what I experienced, what I smelled.
For 17-year-old Silvana Davi, the day is personal. Her mother was supposed to be in the Twin Towers when the plane struck.
If my mom did go, I wouldn't be here.
Growing up in a New York suburb where many lost parents, the attack has been a backdrop to her life. She recently wrote a paper about it for her history class.
I feel like it should never be forgotten, and the new generations that are coming in should learn about it as it is a part of our history.
She's also raising money for a 9/11 related charity.
I hope it opens other people's eyes to how your life can really be taken in a second and you really appreciate every moment you have.
As the country marks the 20th anniversary, future generations will define for themselves what 9/11 means to them.
America is burning in a lot of different ways. I don't know why people have been so focused on this in the grand scheme of things.
Tina Trinh, VOA News, New York.